He had it all: power, technique, the swagger of a superstar. And at just 18 years old, Mario Balotelli was already lifting trophies with Inter Milan. He was supposed to be Italy's answer to Zlatan Ibrahimović.
VAR has been caught out. Balotelli is onside. Balotelli! His second is a stunner.
Instead, he became football's eternal enigma. Moments of brilliance, mixed with chaos, controversy, and missed chances.
I think too many people talk, too many people speak about me bad, and now they have just to shut up, that's it.
This is the story of Mario Balotelli, the boy who was destined to be world-class, but who never reached the heights he could have. Chapter 1. The Rise. Mario Balotelli was born in Palermo in 1990 to Ghanaian parents. Adopted by the Balotelli family in Brescia, he grew up in northern Italy. Football was his escape, and it was clear from the start he was different. At just 15 years old, he made his professional debut for Lumezzane in Serie C. By 16, Inter Milan had seen enough. They signed him, and soon the whole of Italy was watching. In his teenage years, he broke records. Youngest player to score for Inter in Serie A, Champions League debut at 17, goals in the Coppa Italia and Supercoppa finals before he was 19. With Jose Mourinho's Inter, Balotelli won 3 consecutive Serie A titles, a Coppa Italia, and the 2010 Champions League. But even then, the warning signs were there. Mourinho regularly clashed with him, once calling him unmanageable. Balotelli famously wore an AC Milan shirt on Italian television while still playing for Inter, a gesture that enraged fans. Still, his talent was undeniable. Italy had a new superstar. Chapter 2. Manchester City, the peak. In 2010, Balotelli followed Roberto Mancini to Manchester City, and in England, the world saw the very best and the very worst of Super Mario. On the pitch, he delivered unforgettable moments. A brace in City's 6-1 demolition of Manchester United at Old Trafford. The "Why Always Me" shirt celebration after scoring against United, a phrase that perfectly summed up his chaotic reputation. And in 2012, the assist for Sergio Aguero's last-minute title-winning goal, the only assist of Balotelli's Premier League season, but perhaps the most famous assist in English football history. In total, he scored 30 goals in 80 appearances for City. He was strong, fast, and clinical, a nightmare for defenders when focused. But controversies dominated the headlines. He fought with teammates in training, argued with Mancini, skipped curfews, and even set off fireworks in his bathroom, leading to the infamous tabloid headline, "Why Always Him?" City fans loved him, neutrals were entertained, but the chaos never stopped. Chapter 3. AC Milan and Liverpool, the chaos. In 2013, Balotelli returned to Italy, signing for AC Milan. At first, it looked like a rebirth. He scored 30 goals in 54 matches, including stunning long-range strikes and free kicks. For a short while, he was carrying Milan almost single-handedly. But inconsistency soon returned. His work rate was questioned, his discipline wavered, and fans grew frustrated. Then came the move that changed everything. Liverpool, 2014. Signed for £16 million to replace Luis Suarez, Balotelli was seen as a gamble. And it didn't work. He scored just 1 league goal in 16 matches, looked out of place in Brendan Rodgers' pressing system, and quickly fell out of favor. It was the beginning of his decline. From potential Ballon d'Or candidate to Premier League flop. Chapter 4. The Nomadic Years. After Liverpool, Balotelli's career became a carousel of clubs. Back to Milan on loan, but without much impact. Then to Nice, where surprisingly, he found form again. 43 goals in 76 matches between 2016 and 2019. League One seemed to suit him, and for a moment, it looked like he had finally matured. A short spell at Marseille, where he scored goals but couldn't sustain the momentum. Home to Italy with Brescia and Monza, but both stints ended quietly. Abroad again with Adana Demirspor in Turkey, where he shocked fans by scoring 18 goals in one season, including a viral 5-goal performance in one match. Most recently, in Switzerland with FC Sion. But again, injuries and controversies overshadowed his football. Each comeback looked promising. Each ended the same way, with more problems than performances. Chapter 5. The National Team. For Italy, Balotelli's story is just as dramatic. He made his debut in 2010 and quickly became a key striker. At Euro 2012, he was at his absolute peak. His 2 goals against Germany in the semi-final, especially the thunderbolt from outside the box followed by his shirtless celebration, made him a national hero. Italy reached the final, and although they lost to Spain, Balotelli finished as the tournament's joint top scorer. He went on to score 14 goals in 36 matches for the Azzurri. But after the 2014 World Cup, where Italy crashed out in the group stage, he was heavily criticized. Coaches lost trust in him, and he was dropped from the squad. Despite occasional recalls, he never regained a permanent place. For a player once tipped to lead Italy for a decade, his international career ended as abruptly as it had begun. Chapter 6. The Fall. By the mid-2020s, Balotelli had become a journeyman. Once valued at 32 million euros in 2012, his market value collapsed to under 1 million euros by his early 30s. The boy who once terrorized defenses at Old Trafford was now playing in secondary leagues, far from the spotlight. His reputation followed him everywhere. Unpredictable, unreliable, but still capable of moments of magic. For many fans, Balotelli became the symbol of wasted potential. Chapter 7. What Remains. Balotelli will always be remembered for what he could have been. He had the physique, the technique, and the personality to dominate world football, but discipline, attitude, and off-field chaos held him back. Still, he gave fans unforgettable memories. The Rocket versus Germany at Euro 2012, the "Why always me" moment in the Manchester derby, the calmness to set up Aguero's legendary winner. For some, Balotelli is a wasted talent. For others, he is a cult hero, a reminder that football isn't just about numbers, but about characters who light up the game in their own way. Conclusion. Mario Balotelli's career is a story of brilliance and chaos. A boy who had the world at his feet, but who never quite held on to it. And now, the question is yours. Do you see Balotelli as one of football's greatest wasted talents? Or do you still remember him as the wild genius who gave us moments we'll never forget?